Hey guys, I want to tell you something very exciting that just occurred. Broker Plus is just integrated with Lender Price to create the best pricing engine, cloud-based mobile LOS system in the country. These guys do absolutely everything. They're going to be your point of sale, they're going to be your LOS, and they're also going to be your CRM with the best pricing engine. Listen, on March 8th, which is right around the corner, they're going to be doing a webinar. If you want to look at the best system for your business personally and for your company, you got to check out Broker Plus, now partnering with Lender Price. March 8th. Click this banner right over there. Do not miss it. All right, this is kind of a big one. Are appraisers going to go by the wayside? Yeah. Are they going to be extinct? Because I've heard that Freddie Mac has permanently approved desktop appraisals on all of their products. I've heard that there's a holdup, and that's with the sketches of the properties, their dimensions that are needed. That has to take place. Now, I've also heard that this information is and has been around, and that AMCs and mortgage companies are deep into building out their technology platforms to make this happen. At stake is nothing more than traditional appraisals going the way of the dodo bird, which is extinct unless they can adapt and evolve. Now, perhaps this hasn't happened yet. Perhaps this is just a rumor. However, we know for sure that both Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are launching remote desktop appraisals on the 19th of this month. Quote, beginning March 19th, 2022, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac will accept remote desktop appraisals nationwide on eligible transactions without appraisers ever stepping foot into the subject properties. And this is according to the Federal Housing Finance Agency, the FHFA. Okay, so what does this mean? Well, we got to assume that you're still going to have appraisers involved. Yet without any property visits, it sure seems like the workload is going to lighten up, so the cost of appraisals will drop significantly and your turn times for your appraisals will drastically improve. And it seems logical that the current fleet of appraisers is going to significantly decline in the coming weeks, months, and years. So here's my question. Are we relying too heavily on technology? Meaning, what is going to get missed by not having appraisers go out to these properties? Because I just saw yesterday that foreclosures were up sevenfold. Still a small and relatively insignificant number, but the trajectory of foreclosures is going in the wrong directions. Now, here's what I know from the meltdown in 2008. When you kick somebody out of their house, they generally don't leave quietly. They'll do some kung fu on the doors and the walls on the way out of the house. Not to mention pouring cement down drains, saw that one. Ripping out copper, which also means ripping out sheetrock, saw that one. And I know this because I've seen all of these on appraisal reports. If you don't send appraisers to houses and foreclosures are going up, are we going to miss these type of things by not having traditional appraisers going out to these properties? But let's take it a step further. Not about foreclosures. What about missed deferred maintenance by not having people go out to these properties? Or what about community and geographical competence? I mean, you see that the Zillow algorithm, which had the backing of billions of dollars from Wall Street, it ultimately failed. Open Door just lost over $600 million on their appraiser algorithm. It makes you wonder if these algorithms that the GSEs are going to put so much trust in are going to work. Now listen closely. The fact that it appears speed and cost seem to be a priority over quality, and that might just turn out to be a problem. Because as a general rule, when you prioritize slashing costs, quality generally suffers. When you automate and take the human factor and their knowledge out of the equation, quality generally suffers. Finally, and here's my point, if we had perfect AI and we don't, then maybe this would be a great idea. But right now at this point, I'll take actual intelligence over artificial intelligence. What do you guys think? Here's kind of a cool one. This is a map from the FHFA showing last year's home appreciation. It's all obscene. I mean, all of it. So it turns out that Arizona, Nevada, and Idaho are all tied for the lead in home appreciation at a whopping 27%. Here's the reason for this. For those leaving California, these three states were the primary destinations. Not the only ones, but the primary ones. Because did you know that a Lending Tree survey shows that 45% of folks are considering moving to lower cost areas or states. That's half of our entire population. Why? Despite eviction moratoriums and mortgage forbearance relief being available throughout the pandemic, consumers have still found it difficult to stay afloat financially, giving up more personal luxuries to keep up with their housing payments. Some 48%, half of the American population with a monthly rent or mortgage payment, say that they were worried about the payment during this last month. This is seriously a problem. Affordability for Jane and Joe average American is going to become a critical problem this year if things don't change drastically in the near future. Well, the good news is here, I did just get to listen to the State of the Union address, and it looks like this problem is in pretty good hands.